Hello, Nintendo Chit Chatters. I'm Eddy Ray for NintendoChitChat.com. Welcome to episode 1 of Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy on the Nintendo 3DS. Shoutouts to Nintendo for providing me a copy of the game. If you haven't played a Layton's game, guys, they're all about storytelling, puzzle solving, and mysteries. I haven't played one for quite some time, so I'm very excited to jump into this one here. And for the first time ever, we have a female protagonist in the game, Lady Layton. So let's dive into some gameplay with you guys. And again, thanks to Nintendo for the copy of the game to show you guys. Let's do it. We're going to tap the screen here. Alright, so we're going to do new game. Alright. Enter the name to be recorded in your saves. Sure. Will be Eddy, and oops, give me that capital C. There we go. Eddy NCC is good. The story and characters in the game are entirely fictional. It's good to know. The level 5 production. A lot of fog here in the town. Wow.
Daddy?
It's Professor Layton.
Where are you going? Daddy? Daddy?
Uh-oh. This fog is getting thicker and thicker. Maybe it was a dream. Apparently so. We all know dreams can come true. Nice bright sunshine it looks like.
Right then.
Starting off your day on a good note, maybe? That's a pretty dress. Some toast, coffee or tea. I like the outfit. Cool.
Today's the day. My journey as a detective starts here.
All right. So today is the day, guys. Here we are, Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. Level 5, always does great work. Puzzle developer, awesome. I like puzzles, but not necessarily good at puzzles. So we'll do our best here, though, with you guys. It should be very exciting to get into this game. Intro's pretty cool here. Opening theme music, girls. Awesome. It's when she was a little kid. You see that? With her daddy. Level 5. Alright. We're at Layton Detective Agency. What kind of cases will we get? There's some mail.
Lucy. I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
Wow. Any mystery solved. Well, I'm in for it deep here, aren't I?
I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me.
Well,
You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully.
she's putting her sign up. That's cool. Katrielle. I like that name a lot, Katrielle. It's cool. It's very pretty. Lady and a Tramp. The prologue. The production quality of this game is just amazing already. I love the voice acting in it. I love the accent.
Phew. There, all done.
Hey, you there!
This dog's name is Hershel, I think. Hershel or something. I forget.
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
You're not surprised?
That's a mystery.
Only talking? Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
Ooh, alright. The dog's voice sounds very familiar, Joe. I want to see whose voice that is. Sounds familiar to me. This puzzle is worth 20 out of 20. Alright, care for a cake. The letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them, and you can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed automatically. Place the triangles carefully. Alright, so we can move them by sliding them and also rotate them by touching them. Alright, gotta make the letter K here. Alright. When you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read the explanation carefully. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle summary to the text display. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. When you want to close. Alright, close full explanation. Cool. So you can also do hints as well. Gonna make a K. Let's see here. Trying to think what the best way to do this would be. Gotta make a K. Interesting. We'll be here all day with this K, huh? See, with these puzzles, you really got to think outside the box sometimes. And there could be hints as well. Make a K inside the frame. What's... Close, right? So you can do little scribbles on here as well, which is pretty cool. To kind of help yourself figure out. You can draw over things, which is really neat. Make a K inside the frame. You can move the triangles around by sliding them. When the K is formed, the success mesh will be displayed automatically. Alright, so it will happen automatically when we have the K formed. Trying to think. I think this piece should be over here. Let me see. This should be like that. There we go. Perfect.
This is an interesting one.
I was looking at the other letters in the sign too, so that's cool. You can see the cutouts kind of, so not bad. A couple minutes of racking my brain around a little bit to figure that puzzle out. Plus, it's early in the morning, so... Alright. The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for a cake, anyone? Yeah, so see, I was looking at the other letters too for a little bit of a hint to see how they're kind of cut out. So, there we go. Makes sense. Alright. Pick-a-rats are both a commodity you'll earn by completing puzzles and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher puzzle's pick-a-rat value is, the harder the puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available pick-a-rats diminish, so think carefully before you answer. Cool. Special end-of-game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find the top secret file. The more pick-a-rats you've massed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside. Puzzle 01, Care for a Cake, has been added to the puzzle index. Cool.
All right. You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Why don't you step inside?
Oh, sure. I'll go inside, sure. So I wonder what he wants.
So, what can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that,
And? Right then. And I have total amnesia.
Aw.
a dog with amnesia.
Who talks?
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense. I feel like I'm me, but not really me. I don't even know if I'm pedigree.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
Demanding dog.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
That dog, it just spoke.
Another main character in the game.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Overly dogged. No one wants that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
Overexcited
This
assistant.
talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, Miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves.
No, the dog's name. Oh boy.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Anyway,
I can't even remember my own name.
Aw.
well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it?
Who are you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
I'm not
Yeah, we gotta get
bored.
paid. We have this agency to run and everything like that with this building. Gotta pay bills. Gotta pay Ernest.
You'll need a name. How about Hershel?
Cheryl.
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock
That's cool.
Holmes.
I was wondering why they call it
It really
Cheryl.
suits you.
Did I say Cheryl at the beginning, like Cheryl? It's Cheryl.
Like I said, who asked you anyway?
RL.
Here. Sherl O.C. Combs. Hershel is a great name.
For a girl.
Don't yap, Hershel.
For a girl, that's what I was thinking
There's
too.
no need to get angry.
Cat,
Who's this?
are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
This guy looks like trouble. We're gonna save. Alright, we're gonna save file 1. There we go. Beautiful. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter, you look positively beside yourself. You won't believe what's happened. Who's this loudmouth, long-nosed nerk? He's got more collar than me. This is Inspector Hastings, Hershel, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. Ah, it looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Hershel. Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people here just hear wolves and barks. And yet in the straw poll of the present here, 2 of the 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I can't help it if such super snitch here isn't one of those enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat? Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Hershel here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line and enlisted my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have his paw put on paperwork. His paw print. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got the time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, cat. I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency? And why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you've helped me out in the past. With your little gray calls in the case, gray cells in the case, we'll have it solved in no time, I think. I hope. Well, probably. Losing confidence? His confidence in you is inspiring, cat. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. So I like her, Cat, abbreviated name, from Katrielle to Cat is fine. And mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto, Any mystery solved. Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, because we need all the help we can get on this one. Perhaps it's time you told us what actually has happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen? A burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London and the whole of Britain. Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important? I think you better come to the scene. Then I'll explain everything. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way. Hello, isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity? Oh yes, well the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot more interesting. Interesting? You decide which case to investigate based on how interesting they are to you? Exactly, I'm glad you understand. Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting. Oh now, Shirley, don't be like that. He called him Shirley. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at the present, and you've had 1 new inquiry. 1! Never mind, clearly the inspector here has knickers and a twist about something. Let him jump in the queue if he has to. Good, that's settled then. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road as it happens. The Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume? Not Burly Benjamin who lives a few doors down, surely. Big Ben. Alright, case 01. The hand that feeds. Ernest called Shirley. What's happening? Is the time wrong? Good gracious, the hour hand, it's missing. Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about? One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen? Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get back and back quick smart. But there are 4 clock faces on Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely. That's right. I mean, certainly, maybe a little bit of an inconvenience, perhaps, but to describe this as infecting all of Britain, isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fudafa. Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador is going to be received at a venue in sight of the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our 2 lands, they plan on giving him a present. A pendant modeled on the hands of Big Ben. This guy really kind of cuts off his words, doesn't he? Oh dear. Yeah, so you can only imagine that conversation's got to turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's not going to look too clever if the very hands the pendant is modeled on and have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace is what it is. I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and uncovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly. We really need your help on this one, Kat. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride's at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you would turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh, no. No, wait a minute. What now? Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton. So, firstly, touch the magnifying glass to investigate the icon at the corner of the lower screen to switch into investigation mode. In investigation mode, the cursor on the upper screen changes to a magnifying glass. Slide in the lower screen as if you were drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Sometimes when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly in the lower screen to find out what's there. It's not like the touch and slide motion used to move the magnifying glass around, it's a short peck. You need to master both controls. Okay, we can do that. So slide in the lower screen to move the magnifying glass around, then tap to investigate. Alright, I think I got the hang of it. Got the hang of licking your boots? Yep, sorry, I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes. So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of the lamppost, shall we? Alright, here we go. We found a hint coin. Golly, a little coin dropped down, look. Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone. So only use them when you really need to. You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave no stone unturned. I see, so hint coins are shy little creatures, aren't they? Come on, Cat. What are you dawdling there for? The case, woman, the case! Now, Inspector, less haste, more speed. Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? I'll just go over the most important items in my bag. Cool. Touch the bag icon in the corner of the lower screen to open up the bag menu. Cat's journal contains all the notes about the investigation so far. Useful for recapping. The archive, the case history, choose Save from the menu. That'll make a record of the story so far. Puzzle index. Any puzzle we encounter are recorded in here so you can tackle the ones you've already completed again if the mood takes you. Cool. And wardrobe. If you delve into my wardrobe from time to time, I can pop into some different outfits. That's cool. Blimey, you got enough in that bag of yours, Kat? Well, she is a lady. Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy deal where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need. Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any bag is to know where to find everything and what to use then. When. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigation process. Now it's time to put theory into practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground though, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss. How do you do that? Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass has changes blue instead of orange while you're investigating. That indicates a place where you can zoom in and take a closer look. All you have to do is tap a lower screen. Alright, cool. Very natty. Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating, you see. So why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face. We can do that. Okay. It's true, the shorthand really is missing. But of course, the other clock faces have both hands. Yeah, it's the only one on the side that the short end's been taken. The other three are unaffected. Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we're looking for? Even a shorthand from one of the clocks in the Big Ben clock tower would be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily. Obviously, we search all around the clock face, as well as the base of the tower. But that's... hands just disappeared into thin air. Haha, this is turning into a very interesting case indeed. A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting? Alright, now that we know what we're dealing with, it's time to start investigating. We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So touch, zoom out on the lower screen. Okay? Where do we start, Miss Layton? Well, time is of the essence. We have to solve the time before the ambassador Fudafa arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learned so far. That's right. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Of course. Come along then, you two. No time to lose. She's very, cheery and chipper. Coming, miss. She's very excited. Ah, it's rather pleasant here with all the greenery, don't you think? Can you summarize what you found out so far, Inspector Hastings? Not a fat lot, really. There was a booby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from the stunned local who appeared to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour hand was, well, truly gone. So 11:50 last night, the clock was fine, but by 6 the hand was missing. So looking at a window of about 6 hours in which the crime was committed. And that's about the size of it, yep. And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window? We're looking into that now. I got officers asking locals if they saw anything. There must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time. No doubt if we went door to door, we could find some witnesses. We just have had that kind of time. So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean? Pretty much. And those ands are massive. It would take someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure. 6 hours. There's a lot of time. 6-hour window. Fit the clue in the right place. Alright, so we have to fit this into the right place here, apparently. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. So I look at it, I'm like, what? Alright, cool. So that's cool. As your investigation progresses, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover. Once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. Can you use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together? We'll try. If you want to look at the clues you've gathered so far, open Katrielle's bag and look at the current case file. Cool. We need to refresh your memory about a case. The case file is a place to look. Good. So clues 1 of 6. And so a 6-hour window. Cool. It's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss? We'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest. Gosh, that sounds like a proper detective work. Let's find out if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower, and if they might have useful information for us. There are rather a lot of passerbyers here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask? The more people we talk to, the better, so let's get started. There's more than one place to investigate. Next, you'll see multiple magnifying glasses icon on the lower screen. Okay. If there's a particular place that needs to be investigated, it will appear marked with a tic-tac or a tick icon. Keep an eye on the magnifying glass. Okay. Cool. This guy here. Top of the morning to you. Got a minute to answer a few questions? See a reporter? Oh, all right. I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of a little and Big Ben Sea. So did either of you happen to see a fink around these parts last night? Such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large and light object? Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very question I was about to ask him. Oh, where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? All your readers and all. Oh, I'll say. Personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. Ah, you're too kind, lad. Although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt and uncover the most unsavory of sooths. And at present, as I mentioned, aforementionedly, I'm investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's, and as it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learned? Sorry. Investigating, you say? Well, there's a turn-up for the books. You don't look like detectives, I must say. If I had to guess, I have pegged you as a young couple out walking a lovely dog on this delightful morning. Well, I'm a detective. Have you heard of Layton Detective Agency? Layton? I know the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency, or people as an employee. Always nice to have signed up for with a couple complete unknown. Really inspires confidence. Oh, what a blow, mind you. I didn't really expect anything different. Don't worry, Miss Layton. You'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that. Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday, penning in my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all. I'm afraid to say that my own investigation is just getting underway. I have enough to impart at the present time. I see. Well, thank you anyway. I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigating activities, of course. Likewise, strike a luck with yours. And hiccup for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime or international conspiracy. Alarm bells ring across Britain. Ha, stories like these written themselves, huh? Got me thinks it's going to be a smasher. It certainly is. If we don't solve this before the story breaks, there'll be all kinds of repercussions. You're right. We must press on with our investigation. Wow. Something here, alright. Well, how long it's been, would you say? How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm fairly sure I never met you before, sir. Know each other? In a way, yes. In a way, no. I think his scarf's too tight. People are like leaves wash along in a river. Some is meeting, some is parting. You've rather lost me. I'm afraid I don't suppose you knew anything about the Elizabeth Tower last night, did you? I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday. You're an early sleeper, and are you? So you wouldn't see anything. Is that all you wanted? I'll tell you what. How about a little puzzle to occupy your mind? I say a puzzle? The world is full of puzzles, Ernest. Sometimes during the course of investigation, people do come out with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So let's see what sort of puzzle we're dealing with here. Cool. Puzzle time. Alright. Worth 35 pick-crats, the hands of time. The clock is currently showing 3:30. It would be nice if the hands were showing midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Alright, right on the lower screen, by touching or sliding, they will be detected and put in the frame in the upper screen. Alright, gotcha. Eraser, okay. The minimum number of times to touch. 2?
This should do it, I think. Not good, Katrielle.
No.
Not good.
I'm not understanding the puzzle. We'll figure it out. How did the clock to show midnight? Try it again. You just move the hands. Boom, boom. They don't understand what they're saying. So it's showing 3:30 p.m. The number of places you need to touch on the clock. So I don't quite get that. Can we erase that? Erase that. Minimum number of times to touch. I don't quite get what they're asking for here. Because you could just move the hands once, twice to get it to midnight. Well, actually, that would be... that would still be PM, right? Let me see. 3 or 4? Trying to think about this. I'm not sure if I quite understand what they're saying, though, either. Because right now it's 3:30. The minimum number of places you need to touch. So I don't know what they mean by need to touch on the clock. Maybe 3?
I've seen how to solve this now. What's
Nope.
the matter with me today?
It's probably so easy too, and I just can't get it. I feel dumb. We'll get better at these as we start to learn. So we're losing the pick-crats now too. So you want to move the small hand, the big hand. That's 2. Maybe it's just 1? Because you could technically just move the big hand around till it rotates to 12. Is that what it's asking? We'll spend 1 hint coin. There's no need to touch the hand on the clock. Ah. I'm assuming just 1 then.
This is an interesting one.
No?
What's the matter with me today?
What? Try it again. Wow, I don't know. 12? This is a weird puzzle. The hint was no need to touch the clock. Okay, so you could wind it up. I don't know, guys. Hints, hints, hints. No need to open the front or take apart the clock. Right. We kind of know that, though. I mean, I know you don't have to touch the hands of the clock. Okay, well, I didn't quite know that, but what does it mean? This is the beginning part of the puzzles. My gosh. It is morning here, too. That's one of my excuses. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Need some coffee. Okay. So, no need to touch the hands of the clock. No need to open the front or take apart the clock. Right. And it's 3:30. We want to show 12 midnight. Zero?
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
0. You just wait for midnight, that's all. Is that what it is? You wait for midnight? Probably. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. See, you think outside the box a little bit. I used 2 coins, though. They actually did help me a little bit, those coins, so they're kind of useful. Very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all the puzzles you're going to face so convincingly. Cool. We've investigated all we can around here. It's just we head closer to the tower. To the scene of the crime at last. I say this is rather exciting. I need to explain to you how we move around during the investigation, don't I? Yeah. Right, back to map. At the bottom left of the investigation mode panel, you'll see back to map button. Touching that switch from the investigation mode to relocation mode. The orange flashing markers show points on the map where we can move to. Just touch the marker to go there. Cool. Information about the point you've touched is displayed on the upper screen. Touch a second time to go ahead and move to that location. Cool. Exclamation mark at the particular place indicates that you should head there next. Okay. Looks like we can get inside the Elizabeth Tower from that entrance there. So let's head over there and see what we can find out. Cool. We can do that. Cool. Heading to the base of the tower. The entrance to the clock tower looks to be over there. Oh, the police officers seem to be examining something. Let's ask them what they found. Alright, guys. I'm going to go to a save file here. Boom. And then we'll come back with Episode 2 of Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Nintendo for the product again. I'm Eddy Ray. Make sure you guys blast the like button, and we'll see you back here really soon. Bye, everybody.